Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome back to your science class. In the previous classes, we have discussed about matter and its different forms like solid, liquid and gas. All these forms differ just because of their molecular arrangement. You know quite well about them. Dear students, in today's class, we'll see how matter changes. Like how does it change from one form to another? That is from solid to liquid and from liquid to gas. So let's start. Dear students, temperature is among one of the most important factors that turns matter from one form to another. Here we'll take the example of water that occurs in all the three forms, like ice cube is its solid form, the water that flows in the river, the water that you drink, the water with which you wash different things is in its liquid form, and the steam is its gaseous form. So here, if you increase the temperature, then this ice cube will turn into liquid water. Why? Because with the increase in temperature, the distance among the molecules will increase. Why? Because when you heat it, the molecular movement will be higher. So the molecules will move further apart. And when you boil this water, then it will turn into steam because the molecules will move faster and the distance among them will be much higher and they will be turned into the gaseous form. Here, as you can see, when the ice cube is taken out of the fridge or refrigerator or the freezer and it comes to the room temperature, then the temperature increases. Heat increases, this starts melting and converts into liquid water. However, if you boil the water, then the temperature is increased. So what happens? The molecules will move faster and water will take the shape of steam. This is the gaseous form of water. Naturally, you can see that the glaciers are melting just because of increase in temperature and they are just turning into water. However, in case of water cycles, there are different stages that you can see. Here the water is in its liquid form. When the temperature is higher, then water evaporates, then it is cooled down and then it pours down on the earth again, and this way it turns back to liquid, and this whole process goes on and on. Well, dear students, there is one more method to change the form of matter. Here you can see that this is the sugar, crystalline sugar. When you add the sugar in water, then it forms a solution in which you cannot see the solid sugar. Well, dear students, you can recover this sugar from this sugar solution by just heating the water at high temperature. So that water will boil, it will evaporate, and then the crystals of sugar will be left. So this is all for today for the changes of matter. I hope that you understood it well. I will check it with an activity. So this is the activity in which you will have to see that how long it takes an ice cube to melt. First, you will have to just assume. First, you will have to suppose the time, like you can guess in how many minutes will my ice cube melt. And then you will have to tell the actual time in which the ice cube melted. And in the last, you will tell what did you do to melt the ice cube. So I hope that you will find it interesting and you will learn how water changes from its one form to another, that is from its solid form to its liquid form. So you just do this short practical activity and I'll take your feedback later. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.